Hello, everybody. Sorry I was late. I was editing videos and I lost track of time. But we're going to be playing with some distress stains and oxides today. I am officially obsessed with using them together, and I hope that you guys can see me and hear me. Oh, Karen's texting me. Let's see. All right. So, yes, I'm here, Karen. I lost track of time. All right. I have some distress Heavystock here that I cut down, and I have been busy making videos today. So, Michelle, one of my channel members, I think she's in here, gave me an amazing idea for a video, and I need to grab my. She gave me an idea to do like a little art journal with color combinations that I found that I like with the oxides and stains. So, oops, there we go. So here's a little peek. If you are a channel member, you'll get a full peek later on. But there's the start of my little art journal. So, and I have all of the colors on the back and stuff. So that's going to be fun. Oh, here's a couple more actually. Anyways, we are going to get started. So if you are watching after, be sure to hit the like button if you find value in this live stream, and all of the supplies I will be using are listed down below. All right, so today we are going to use Karen's favorite color combination, which is Peacock Feathers, Vintage Photo, which I don't have the stain in Vintage Photo, but I am switching it out for Ground Espresso, and then also Rusty Hinge. So blues, rusty color, and brown. Beautiful, beautiful colors. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Let's see. My spray bottle. I'm going to fill it up. Hello, everybody that is just joining. Thank you for joining on a Friday night. It's a little odd for me to go live, but so much going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's my husband's birthday. Other live streams and fun things going on. So I decided just, you know what, let's go live on Friday night. All right, so I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of water, not much. And then I am going to make sure I'm in frame, the stain. So I like to work with the stains first and then build up the oxide on top of the stain. So my main color I want is Peacock Feathers. So I'm going to spray this like in the center here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Rusty Hinge. And, I'll spray a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water. I know my hand is kind of in the way. There we go. And I am going to use my heat tool quite a bit, so just bear with me. It's all part of the process. Just going to move it around a little bit. And then like this right here, I want it to move around a little bit more. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water. There we go. And then of course, if I have too much, I can always dab up. Like that. All right. And then I am going to add a little bit more of the Rusty Hinge. I'm actually going to splatter it on and then kind of tap a little bit where I want some more. There we go. And then spray a little bit of water. I'm going to use my heat tool again. Hello, everybody that's just joining. I didn't set my phone up, so I can't see the names. I just see people coming in. So hello, I apologize. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. So earlier, while I'm thinking about it, I actually did one with Rusty Hinge and one with Crackling Campfire and this color combination, and they look identical. So you don't really necessarily have to, in what I can't remember what two colors I mixed together, and it looked like weathered wood. So don't stress about getting every single color. Just kind of get your favorites and play around with them. They are water-based, so you can mix them and do all kinds of fun things with them. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of ground espresso. Just going to splatter this. Come on. A little bit of water. And maybe a little bit more Rusty Hinge. Going to hit that right there on the edge of where I put the ground espresso. Cindy, yes. I'm using the Distress Heavystock white paper. And I did not gesso it or anything. It's just the paper. It holds up really well. You want it to spread out a little bit more, just add a little bit more water. I am sorry for the heat tool, but it does go with the like this technique. You're gonna have to spray and build up layers of color. Okay, I am going to add more peacock feathers just because I don't feel like there's enough. And there we go. And I've been making these backgrounds into card fronts, like Christmas card fronts. I don't have any near me, or else I would show you. But super fun and easy. All right, while this is still a little bit wet, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Oxide Peacock colors now. The chat stopped. Friday night is definitely not as lively as Saturdays. That's for sure. You guys go to sleep on me. All right, so I'm just going to splatter on. And it will mix in a little bit where it is still wet. There we go. I'm going to heat set this again. Oh, Saturday, or sorry, that's because we are crafting along. Ooh, fun, Karen. I hope you share what you create. Okay. Next, I'm going to add some splatters in Vintage Photo Oxide Spray. Cindy, you could definitely smush so let me say coffee. You could definitely smush your paper into the oxide as well, or like put it on a non-porous surface and create kind of like a watercolor effect. Just going to just a little bit. Where it's brown, like really dark brown, I like to add a little bit more oxide color there, and then I'll spray it, and then that's when the oxide effect comes along and lightens it up a little bit. Do you have to do the ink first, then oxide? No, let's try the oxide first, because I imagine if you are going to smush, then you would smush the oxide first if you have them in oxide, and then so. Bottom of the coffee cup, the inhumanity. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. I have coffee here too. So let me grab a sip. I'm not going to add white splatters this time. On this one I did. So this one I did the other day, and I love it so much. This is Olga's stamp, and there's some other stamps on here as well. Love, love, love this. I created this during one of my live streams for my channel members, and I just absolutely love it. All right, so there's that one. So let's do some oxide first and then the spray. Let's see how that turns out. So I got another piece of paper here. And let's do a little bit of peacock feathers. So let's do a little smushing. We'll do peacock feathers. I don't have rusty hinge, but we can just kind of play around with smushing here. Just add a little bit of that there. And a little bit of this. And ground espresso. Whoops. A little bit more rusty hinge. There we go. Okay, then I'm just going to spritz some water on here, and see what we come up with. We are just playing around tonight, so there we go. All right, kind of worried. Ooh, look at that. Use my heat tool. I'm actually going to spritz some water on there, get those cool flicking effects. I don't like this green that's coming up, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, it's not as concentrated. Let's just use one of these little ones here and see what we get. I think we're gonna get a lot of green because it looks really green right here. And I didn't add any water or anything. This little journal is from Joggles. Not the biggest fan of that, but that's okay. Okay. Now let's add some more depth. Okay, so right here is where you could see that oxide because it's more muted. It's like chalky, really, really fun. Where's Olga? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit more peacock feathers here. Add some here. And then add some more water. And then I'm going to heat this just a little bit. Yes, that was the stain. So I did add a little bit of the stain and oxide to the mat and smushed it all together. Because if you only have the ink pads, you could definitely do like the same thing. So yes, you could definitely just do oxide inks, smush it onto the mat, and then spritz a little bit of water. But you want to be careful and make sure that you're cleaning your mat and not like contaminating the colors, because I find that it's really hard to clean off the ink pads. All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of the peacock feathers oxide again and just add it on top. I love that it just kind of sits on top. I love that. Okay, what else? What else? Maybe, where is ground espresso? I'm going to add a little bit of ground espresso. Then down in this corner here, there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to heat set this. So that was just the regular stain. And then it kind of mixed in a little bit with the Peacock Feathers Oxide spray. I know, Olga never sleeps. Is she okay? Dab some of this up. You smush on that, you can add a little water, then take a brush and add to your paper dye. Yes, that's very, very true. And Michelle's the one that gave me the idea for the little art journal. So I'll be doing it in stages of maybe like 4 or 5 color combinations at a time. And then this little journal is so cute. So I'm going to let that dry just for a second. So you have these little discs here. And I know you've probably seen, if you watch Karen's channel, you've probably seen her use this type of journal very often. I absolutely love it because you can add as many pages as you want. And let me just go like this. And then you just pop them all on. Kind of. So kind of like that. And then you have your little art journal with bunch of color combinations to go back to, because I know for me, I always get stuck and I'm like, oh, what? And then I always go to Christina Werner's Oxide color combinations and kind of go off of that. And I've never really seen a color combination like chart or book or like video series of sprays and, or sorry, the stains and oxides together. So that's why I'm glad that Michelle gave me the idea. All right, let me get another sip of coffee. To use their smooth and sturdy or watercolor. You know what? I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to go back and see. I don't think it's watercolor paper. I think it's just smooth. And as you could see, you could see that it seeped in a little bit in different areas. It's not the best paper to add so much moisture to without adding gesso. But as far as getting the color combination on there so that I can refer back to it, it's perfect. Okay, let's do another one. This might be a little short live because I don't have any other sprays. And then I'll do one more and then we can add some stamps to them. So I think I want to keep it a little lighter. So I think I'm not going to use the, what was I using? Ground espresso. So let's see here. I'm going to do some smushing again. So we'll do Peacock Feathers, rusty hinge. There we go. And just little spritz of water on the paper and the color there. And then we're just going to smush. Can you mix distress with magical? I'm guessing yes. But, oh, like to get like, so if you need, say, like a brown or something. Oh, yes, definitely. You definitely can do that. They're both water-based, so I don't think that there would be any issues with that. Okay, so I'm gonna heat set this, and I am going to add some water on this side to get that going a little bit. I'm just going to get the excess off here. And I'll probably trim the edges, so I'm not worried. If you know me and have been following me, you know I don't like these harsh lines. They're like driving me crazy right here. I wish I could like blend them out, but it's okay. I'll probably cut them off anyways. All right, so when you add quite a bit of water, it turns like this sandy color, the rusty hinge, which is really nice. Hey, Ingrid. Hello, everybody that's just joining. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Okay, so I have some more here, so I'm going to spray some water and see what we get. Looks like the ocean. It does. I want to go to the ocean. Just adding a little bit of water here and there to help it kind of blend together. Oh, there we go. The green, I know, I'm not the hugest fan of the green, but on this one, I actually really, really like it. So you have the green down here, the blue, the brown, super pretty. Okay. Then we can add a little bit of splatters. You guys know I'm obsessed with splatters. Okay. Oh, get that in frame. Spritz a little bit of water. A little bit more there. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna heat again. Sorry, you guys. Hi, is it Kylian? Killian? Kylian? I don't feel like I'm saying that right. I'm horrible, and I didn't set up my phone, so I cannot see properly. But hello, Chrissy's Chrissy's son. All right. I love this down here. Love, love, love that. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a little bit of ground espresso, maybe. Nah. Let's just do some peacock feathers. It's snowing. Oh no. The oxide spray on top. I know it's crazy, but I love it. I love the chalkiness, and it just kind of sits on top. You always want to make sure that you rotate your paper when you're doing splatters to make sure that you're getting a nice variation. You can see my hands. Okay, I'm going to heat set this again. I find that I use the sprays, of course. You guys know, if you've been watching me since Oxides came out, I bought up the first couple sets, and then I thought, I'm not using these, so why am I buying them? And then Tim Holtz started doing all of his lives, like, you know, whenever, like a year ago or whenever it was. And then I started buying more oxides and stains, and so I'm finally just now breaking them out and playing around with them. But the ink pads I find more for like card making. So I think everything has a place depending on what you like to do. And of course, I love card making. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of water onto this oxide right here. And maybe a little bit here. That way it kind of blends out and gets more chalky and oxidizes. Whenever I watch his yes, definitely, Cindy. Thank you, Patricia. I think, yes. No worries. We're just hanging out, just playing around, using up my supplies finally. Okay, I'm going to add just so it kind of blends out a little bit more. Even if I am spraying my, you know, because I tend to be very particular about my coloring, my projects, but when I'm doing backgrounds, I still like to have a little bit of control, but it's definitely harder. But you could add water and kind of help it move around a little bit and just have patience. But yeah, so there's that one. And I'm using the same colors in all of these. So I'm just getting different results. Love it. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the rusty hinge and then add the, let me get off my leg here, and then use peacock feathers after, see what happens. So I'm not going to smush. I'm just going to spray a little bit of water on here and my mat. So I have like a couple plastic mats to protect my desk. and it's starting to bubble because I'm heating it so much. So this is the spray stain. So I'm just going to go in the center here, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of water there. Uh-oh, I think I gotta sneeze. Nope, false alarm. Okay. And we'll do peacock feathers here. I'm just going to dry this a little bit. Okay, and then I am going to add a little bit of water here to help that kind of do its thing. End up with areas of purple. No, it's not purple. It's like a, let me see. It's like a chalky brown. So like here, it's like very chalky. So it kind of looks a little maybe on the screen, but so I have the ground espresso down there, and then I splattered on the peacock feathers oxide on top, and then it kind of mixed together a little bit. But it's just very chalky looking. It's not purple, but it's not purple. I don't know how to explain it. I'll post pictures on my Instagram so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay. And let's add a little bit of splatters there. Okay, and I don't want to do ground espresso. I just want to add a little bit of the peacock feathers down here. So this is the oxide spray. So I'm just going to spray it there, here, maybe a little there. And then add a little bit of water. And of course, you could definitely let this sit and, you know, dry on its own. I'm very impatient, so. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that here. There we go. Oxide sprays, and I should have gotten sprays instead of, oh no. It definitely is hard, especially like when you're, you know, just starting to get a stash of something, and it's hard because, you know, I never know exactly what I'm going to be using, but I've been obsessed with sprays for so long, and the ink pads, I fell in love with them, ink blending. So I like both. It's definitely hard to choose. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a little bit more. And yes, you could definitely ink smush. That's always fun too. And then if you find yourself like using a lot of one color, then you can always try and get that one color in a spray. What was I going to do? I forgot. Oh, I was going to add a little bit of water splatter. So I'm going to take the water, spray it in my hand, and just kind of splatter it on here. There we go. And then I'm going to pick it up. Just like that. And what else? What else? Ooh, that's a good idea. If you have the pads already, you probably are going to get the re-inkers. Chrissy, I know you said you have to get your son to bed. So you can always get like little water bottles, like little spray bottles, and make your own possibly. Oh no, it's splattering everywhere. That's actually a really good idea. Okay, so I'm going to open this and add some splatters of this. Good night, Chrissy. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now that these are pretty dry, I don't think I'm going to make card fronts with them, but I am going to add the white splatters because I feel like it just... Oh, that's true, Cindy. I did. Duh. So don't do that. Disregard what I said. Where is my spray? Oh, there it is. Oh, thanks, Anya. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Welcome. All right. So this one is definitely like the lighter one, and then it goes maybe, well, these two are kind of the darker ones. So lighter. All right. So white splatters. I meant the full concentrate to splatter on. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Okay. So yes, this is... Okay, got that one. And we got this one. I know some people say that you can have too many splatters, but I don't think so. What white are you using? I am using the Dina Wakley Gloss Spray. This is my go-to white splatter. It used to be the Spray, Stain, and Picket Fence. But this one definitely is the winner for sure. Okay, and then this one. I'm going to see. I know this thing is probably really clogged, but I'm going to see if I can get a little bit, because it really helps when you're using the nozzle to get some of that spray inside. And then, but these clog so easily. All right, let's see if I can. There we go. And make sure you turn your paper around. Project. Splatters for days. Who knows what I'll use these for, but it was fun. All right. There we go. 4 backgrounds. Whoops. Under an hour. Yay! Still having trouble with your gel plate. What are you using on your gel plate? Mine did not. Tried oxides. With the pads. You'll have to message me, Cindy, because maybe I can help you. I'm not an expert at it. It's just something, everything I do is for fun. You guys should know that by now. Don't claim to be an expert on anything except for experimenting and having fun and buying. I'm an expert at buying supplies, actually. Collecting, not a hoarder. I'm a collector. All right, so here are the backgrounds. Got that one. This one. I think this one might be my favorite. I love this one. This one. And this one. Very pretty white. While you were doing that, I was putting cupboards together for my new craft room. Oh, how exciting, Elaine. That's exciting. All right, you guys, I am going to get off. We're probably going to watch a Christmas movie and have some popcorn and hot chocolate. It's still early where I am, 7 o'clock. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you found value in this live stream, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And you can always share it with your friends if you want. And I think that's it. Yeah, if you are looking for any of the supplies, they will be linked in the description box. And when you use my links, it helps me out. I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. Just have to say that. Make sure, I don't even know what it is that whatever it is. All right, you guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.